Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. It's a beautiful, sunny May 13th day. I want to show you this Zelkova, Japanese Zelkova bonsai, which I started from a seed that I picked up from a park in Rochester, New York in the 80s, because I was doing trade show for my first company at the University of Rochester, and there was a park nearby. And I picked up several seeds, and this is one of it. Look at how much it has grown to such a good-sized tree. So I want to describe Zelkova. Both the Japanese and the Chinese Zelkova are excellent, fast-growing trees. And they are wonderful bonsai material. You can turn them into a quick bonsai very quickly. But the Japanese maple is Zelkova, especially if you look at the top, you can see the trees are growing out radially. Okay, so if I chop it here, it goes out radially. Branches will come out to reinforce that second set of growth, also radially up. Eventually, you have a broom-style bonsai, which you found in traditional bonsai books. And it's almost natural. All you have to do is cut it back, let it grow a little bit each year, let it branch out more and cut it back, and cut off the branches that are not going the right direction. And so that's all you have to do. Zelkova is an excellent material for making into bonsai for beginners. You don't need training, because all you have to do is just keep clipping it, following the rules of laws of nature. So with that in mind, then, without further ado, I will now start clipping. And the first thing, I'm not going to work on the roots because the roots are quite well established. There's not much I can do. But after the video, I will actually take it out of the pot, cut about ½ an inch all around in the bottom also, and then repot it so that the soil will be rejuvenated. And because the Zelkova is such a vigorously growing tree. So the pruning process is that you have a vision of your tree, what you want it growing to be. So if you want this side to be more askew this way, then you cut off less of the branch here, let it grow longer. And in this case, I cut the tree back pretty tight. So it's a very well-defined little tree. But I think that's not as natural as it should be. Let it grow longer. That's why I let it grow wild. I did not clip it since last fall. That's how much it grew. And then I'm clipping it now, and then I will thin it off to encourage more branching at the right places. That's all you have to do, okay, to change the shape and continue to improve its look. So very quickly, I will just click, roughly create an outline with a pretty good clipper. And in this case, a mature deciduous tree basically it's like always like a hat. So I will want to keep in mind it looks like this. I'll clip off less here. I leave a longer branch below. And I'll work the detail a little bit later, but just form the outline first. You know, like everything, even if you write an essay, you write an outline first rather than mire in the detail immediately. And the same thing with a bonsai. So basically, if I had to describe my goal of this tree, I want the tree up here to be that semi-spherical shape as a normal tree. And then the bottom, I want this to be longer, and that side a little shorter, because the root of art is that you need asymmetry to keep your eye movement. So I would cut less of this branch and maybe even wire a little bit to keep it down. And in the meantime, go to the next level of detail to cut that to the right height and the branching coming out the right places. Deciduous tree like Zelkova or elm, it's really easy. It's growing like this. So if I want this branch to grow long, something going in that direction, I just cut off above it. But if I want something to grow this way, then I cut above it. That's what you should do to increase ramification in the right direction. So let me now try to thin it off to make it look a little bit more presentable. Now, Zelkova also have a thing you have to remember is that here's the bud, here's the branch. If you cut it, you leave this branch here, this will die, will have little brown stub. So when you cut it, you have to cut it fairly close to the bud. So the stub will not be so obvious. I thin off the branches so that you can see where each branch is going. Like the old bonsai book says, let the bird fly through the tree so that it's not too dense a lump, which looks very impressive at a distance. But when you look at it, you just don't see any details of the branching, which oftentimes is the most beautiful part of the tree. So I'm just clipping off all of the redundant branches. And it's very obvious what's redundant in a sense that it doesn't look natural, it doesn't look pleasing. Well, just cut it off. Even if you made a mistake, the tree will grow back very quickly to cure itself. That's why I say it's a lifestyle bonsai. Do it to keep you happy as a hobbyist, but not stressed out. Just go with the flow. I said this side's going to be a little shorter, so I cut off more of the long branches. So it's all very natural, and if I cut off too much, this will grow up to compensate the next time. No big deal. You never make a mistake. It will look a little bit bare after I'm done with it, but it will grow back in a couple 3 month time frame. Should be done in another 10 minutes. It's that easy, the clip and grow method. So I encourage you to get a Zelkova bonsai from Bonsaiheirloom. We take pride like no other companies where our trees are particularly well implemented. We take pride by keeping the tradition and yet applying modern, innovative, technical knowledge to make it easier to maintain. So I hope you enjoyed the bonsai and my video, and click like to show your appreciation and to give me encouragement to do more. I've been doing now close to 500 videos, so there are a lot of reasons for me to keep this bonsai, to keep working on it, to make it into one of our Project 25 bonsai. By that I mean the following. I like to create a community project. So I would more or less say, together let us make 25 show quality bonsai that we will keep in our gallery, that we update each several months, so that we can all be proud that together we created this masterpiece, and hopefully with your input, tell me what I did right and what I did wrong, and what direction you like the tree to grow. And together we make nice show bonsai. I think this tree looks bare now, but I dare say after 3 pruning and consistent pruning afterwards, which I have not done, I let it go for several months at a time, or a year or 2 at a time. And after several pruning, this will absolutely be a stunning bonsai in a little pot with a base that's almost 18 inches across. It's really quite incredible. So today then, I think my purpose of working on this bonsai is to show you what a 50 years or so bonsai will look like from a seed, that you can do it. It's never too late. I'm 85, and if age 35, I think I will never make a 50-year-old tree. I will never do it. But here I am enjoying this tree, and I hope you are too. Please click like, and I hope to see you next week again. And tell a friend about our channel and ask them to sign up as our VIP and help us grow. And together we create 50 good trees and 25 show trees. Together we make these show bonsai. So thank you very much. I hope to see you next week.